Oneness with the light, divine vibrators. How are you all feeling today? Sending you all the positive love and light. Did you take your food on the grass field? Did you spend some time with the nature? Mother Nature always loves you unconditionally. Yes, she's unconditional love, showering on you each and every second. Go and hear the birds chirping rather than swiping the videos on your TikTok and YouTube. It may serve, but the Mother Nature serves you at all times. Divine vibrators, when will the soul speak to you? The soul inside you speaks to you. First of all, you should know who is speaking to you, whether it is your mind or the soul. Many of you are confusing the voice, the inner voice that everyone will hear when you are going through a situation. You will confuse that your mind is speaking. Yes, your mind is a protection. It always tries to protect you. But your soul, it always tells the truth. It's a secret way to connect to the universe, to connect to the higher realm, to connect to your true self, your true authentic self. Let me repeat, the soul, if you have a beautiful connection, it's the secret gateway to the universe, to the higher realm, to the real secret. When will the soul inside you speak to you? When will it start speaking? Divine vibrators, you should always keep an eye on what you're vibrating high. If you're going to vibrate on an anger mode, you are going to manifest more angriness in your own life. So always keep an eye on what you're vibrating high. If your heart melts for others' woes, your soul starts to peek outside you. Yes. If you start wearing the other's shoe and starts to feel their feelings, their emotions, empathy, people who are too empathetic, their soul always speaks to them. Maybe they are not listening to that. They are not yet decluttered from the mind. For them it is very easy. If they sit aside and meditate and become enlightened, it's very easy for them to distinguish between the soul and the mind. Once if you start the practice of compassion, serving others in any form, the soul inside you starts to see outside and speaks to you that you can hear. It always tries to convey something to you, but you, being in the materialized life, being in this materialized world, you're always entrapped into the matrix such that your soul is not visible to you, is not audible to you. But it always tries to speak to you, have a beautiful connection with you. Because it's your soul, it is the true soul to become your true authentic self. Divine vibrators, when will the soul inside you start speaking to you, have a beautiful connection that you can hear them? You should always try to maintain a state of peace and calmness. Why? Because when you are in a chaotic situations, your mind always wavers, your mind tapping into the wrong frequency, and hence you are not in the state of peace and calm. That's why we say, when you attain a higher frequency of peace and calm, your mind starts to loosen it, shuts off, and the soul inside you tries to speak to you. This in case if you are having a connection with the nature, the soul will start speaking to you. All this can happen only when you are in a state of peace and calm. Maybe you are driving, but you are not under the state of peace. Something runs up in your mind always. When will I reach a destination? How about the traffic? I need to pay my bills. I need to get to the destination. Oh, how long? Then who am I speaking to? What am I looking at? Who's at the back? Who's at the rear mirror? All these kind of things leads to the peace disturbance. That's why we say always maintain inner peace, which is every secret ingredient when you are traveling in this path. If you lose your calmness and peace, then everything becomes a chaos around you. To feel the connection of the soul, when will the soul speak to you? The soul inside you. When you start seeing the others in the soul form, not their character form, not their name form, not their race form, not their religion form, etc. This world has given a wide number of discriminations other than the soul conscious. So if you are going to see in this perspective, you will never see the soul on the opposite of you. Like you, they also have a soul inside. That soul is waiting for the divine hospitality. So if you treat them with a good form, the soul inside you starts to speak to you, starts to nourish you, starts to function you, starts to operate you. It does not allow the mind to manipulate with the matrix and get entrapped. Once if your soul starts to speak to you, it's a beautiful gift, it's a beautiful blessing, it's a beautiful feeling from the higher realm that you can always feel the everlasting pleasure, the bliss moment. Now it's an everlasting bliss. You can be always under the everlasting pleasure. It's not the pleasure that the world, this 3D gives you. So when will the soul speak to you? When will the soul communicate to you? When will the soul try to see you? Everything comes out of the compassion. Only if you start showing compassion to others. Rest is the way to the soul. The soul will guide you in the right path. If you're not able to share anything, that you have at least spend the time with the nature rather than the data consumption that each and every one of you are consuming on daily basis. Those data are temporary, but the Mother Nature is permanent, whether you or me, if not, but she is there always. She has been there and she will be there. So go find time with the nature. The soul will start to speak. Even the trees have soul. Everything has soul inside. Speak to them, feel them. Start recognizing your own activities. Just list down a day. Divine vibrators, it is the most important thing that you should take care of on today's life, because as we say, the planet is undergoing a beautiful moment of changes, that the 3 to 5D is already done. And where you are at, you are accountable of what you are doing as always. So keep that in mind and start seeing the soul inside you as well as the soul as of opposite to you. Start seeing the soul rather than the currency, the funds, the bills, the partnerships, the relationships, all ships. Let it be aside and start seeing the soul, because the clock is ticking up for you. It's not a permanent one that we are living here, as we all know. We are immortal, but for this planet, in the name form, this is not immortal. It needs to be exited. So take care of your soul. I wish all the success in this life work, and in this life work you attain the moksha that is always required for your soul, the soul nourishment. The soul is thirsty for it. Please pour some water for it and start working on it. You will reach the destination in no matter of time. Sending you all love and light. Spread peace, spread love everywhere. The planet is undergoing a beautiful change. Let's all cooperate with it and shed your light. Become the light. Become the greatest version in this life work and receive the moksha. You are supposed to share the light. If you receive the light, it is not to with you. It needs to be shed to everyone. That's the icon. It's a beautiful icon. If you start sharing the light, then you'll feel that bliss. So share and subscribe, and also, there's a bell button aside. You're accountable to make a daily visit on here, and so that we are making a new video on daily basis, hitting your new phone, our old phone, our old PC, or new PC. We are accountable for it. So share the light, spread peace everywhere. Oneness with the light, become the light, because we are the light.